Hello everyone, today on Jaden Pokemon we have a brand new Transformers War for Cybertron figure unboxing. So, this is the Gamer Edition Sideswipe from Transformers War for Cybertron. He is playable in the K-On! Prison Breach mission. And yeah, I've gotten most of the Gamer Edition figures, because obviously, you know, some of my favorite games ever, and it's awesome that they're making new toys of them. So yeah, the game's about 10 years old now, so it's pretty sick. I got this at Walmart for $19.99, which I think is a reasonable deal for this kind of figure. The box is pretty heavy duty. It's pretty nice. So yeah, I'll read some of the stuff on the back of the box real quick. Sideswipe infiltrates the K-On! Prison to rescue Zeta Prime. Let's see. Save Zeta Prime up here. Got the robot mode and the vehicle mode here. So yeah, I think $20 is a pretty reasonable deal for this. So yeah, let's open it up. Just gonna get my Swiss Army knife here. Got the top there. I have a couple other the figures from this series. I believe I have all of them that are out at this point. I could be wrong about that, but I believe I do. Okay. So we got the figure itself. And I'll go over his accessories here in a minute. So we do have a little bit of parts forming here, which is unfortunate, but not that big of a deal. See, we have the, I forget what they call that weapon in the game, the Scout Blaster, I believe. Got some nice artwork on the box back here from the game, pretty nice. Well, actually, that's just a screen capture from the game, screenshot. So, okay, not bad. Go over what accessory it comes with. Maybe it probably is just his gun that he comes with. I doubt he comes with anything else, really, aside from the instructions. And yeah, that looks to be the case. So what's nice about these new Transformer figures is most of them have the inside of the box be kind of like a display stand. So you see on the bottom here you have Transformers War for Cybertron, you got the logo and everything right there, and then you can fold out these flaps on the side and you have like a little display stand for it, which is pretty cool. So I'll set that over there for a second. There's this little warnings, what is this? Just legal information, really. And then his instructions, which used to they would give you a, oh, you know what? No, I'm thinking of something else. Never mind. But anyway, here's his instructions. I'm gonna transform him off camera, and then I'll show you what it looks like. But I'm gonna finish the unboxing here. So there he is. I'm gonna snip all the ties and get him out of here. Give me just a second while I find the scissors on my Swiss Army knife. There we go. Okay. Okay, here's this part of the parts forming of them. Looks like that's the only bit that you have to do that on, which is unfortunate, but okay. Here's his weapon. Almost done. Then he can be out of his box here. Okay, I'll clean up my desk before I transform him. But here you go. Him out of his packaging here. Set this off to the side real quick. I'm just gonna put it back in the box. pick this up real quick. I can do this later. I just want to go ahead and get it out of the way. Okay. So here we go. So this looks like a part of his probably vehicle mode. I don't know where that's gonna go. We got his gun here. This is the Scout Blaster, it might be called. I'm not entirely sure. But it has the scope on it in the game. And it's, is that what that? Yeah, pretty sure that's what that is, because it has the side magazine there. And here he is. Here's the figure himself. It's pretty nice. It looks pretty nice. The joints all seem, I mean, they're maybe a little bit loose on the knee joints, but I don't think they're going to really be falling by themselves. They are metal joints. Just a metal rivet, which is nice. Arm joints. He's about, here, I'll give you a size comparison here so you know what to expect. Here's a PlayStation 4 game next to him for scale. So he's a decent size, but he's definitely not that big. So we got that. His head is articulated on a ball joint. His arms are on ball joints there. His feet, let's see. So his feet come forward, no side swivel. His feet come forward all the way. That's probably through the transformation. His feet, honestly, are a little weird looking. I mean, you're not going to focus a whole lot on that. And once you have them on the ground, they look fine. But they're just kind of flat slabs, which is fine. Overall, it feels like a pretty nice figure. Not too gnarly of a backpack on him. If you look at it from the back, though, that does look a little odd. Yeah, not terrible backpack on him. So yeah, it's a pretty nice figure. I'll go ahead and put him with his weapon here. So most of the, I don't know if this one does it. Okay, so he does not do it, which is a little bit unfortunate. I don't know, it looks like he does. I don't see how that's gonna fit though. Let me look here. In the video game, the weapons can be, no, it looks like it does do that. Hang on, I can look at the instructions. On the other figures in this line, because in the video game, the character's weapon becomes their arm. Oh no, this is saying his left arm does detach. Okay, yeah, that's just a pretty firm joint. Okay, so there we go. It's just a peg. It's one of those pegs, and then this just goes in. There you go. Okay, cool. So there you go. It's kind of a nice little detail of this line. Their arms can detach on most of the figures. I think it might be all of them. I'm not entirely sure if it's all of them or not, but at least on this particular figure and most of the figures I have out of this set, their arms will detach and you can put the gun on there, which is like how it is in the game. So that's pretty nice. So there you go. Looks pretty cool. I'll get him in like a sort of a pose here, I guess you could say. There you go. Looks like he's going to stand pretty well, considering he has big, flat feet. So it's not going to be too big of a problem to get him to pose well, if you're one of the people who likes to display their figures like that. So yeah. Give you an idea of kind of what he looks like. His back, he has these bits of plastic here that come out on the side, which isn't ideal, but it's fine. It's not really a problem per se. So yeah, I'm gonna get him transformed, and I will. Oh, I put his other arm in on accident. But I'm gonna get him transformed, and then we will get to it. Let me get him set up real quick. There you go. Alright. So taking another look at the instructions before I started to transform him, that piece I didn't know what it did, that thing I was talking about, parts forming, that actually goes on his back right there. And that's neat because that's how he looks in the game. So now you have that little piece that just goes into that peg right there. And it's nice because that peg is, you can see it doesn't allow it to turn, so it's always at the right angle. So yeah, I just figured I should point that out. This part with the wheel just folds down, then you can put that on there and then fold it back up. So yeah, I'm gonna transform him and then we'll go to bed. Okay, so here is the figure transformed. Probably took me about 15 minutes to transform it. I was a little confused on one part, but I ended up being able to figure it out without too much trouble. There was a joint that was very tight, and it was tight to the point where I didn't think it was a joint. And it worried me because I didn't want to snap it, obviously, because it's plastic. So I was trying to figure out how to do it, and I just had to pull that joint, just had to adjust it. So, yeah, that was the problem I was having, which is not a big deal. But yeah, we have him in his vehicle mode now. Pretty awesome vehicle mode. I'm going to be totally honest, this looks great. This looks excellent from every single angle. This looks very, very close to how he looks in the game. I'll take his weapon. So he has a peg on the top there, this little hole, and then you have that peg there that can go in, and you can have a weapon on top, which is cool. But this is an excellent vehicle mode, and probably, I don't know if I would say it's my favorite vehicle mode from the Gamer series, but it's up there. This is awesome. So it looks great. Looks really, really nice. No complaints visually on the vehicle mode. I think it looks awesome. So the only problem I have with this is that on a hard surface, you can see it's not exactly perfectly flush. It does, you know, that's kind of how Transformers are. So if you were to play with this on carpet or couch or something, it'd be totally fine. But on a wood, perfectly flat surface, only your front wheels are really going to make contact. And like if I squeezed this and like really tried to get every single thing perfect, maybe I could. But as it stands, you're not really going to be getting much out of it there. It's not going to have great contact. All the wheels do spin, obviously. It's just the fact that because of how, if you look at the side profile, you can see the feet are kind of at an angle when they're down in there, which means the sides of them stick out underneath quite a bit. So you're not actually really going to roll. You're going to roll on the front wheels, kind of, but it's going to be difficult to do that. But even if I got like a, you know, any kind of uneven surface at all, it'd be fine. It's just specifically because this is a hard surface. But if you were playing with this on like a couch or whatever, it'd be totally good. So yeah, that's his vehicle mode. Overall, I think this is a pretty awesome figure. I really have no problems with it at all. I think it looks great. Transformation was a little bit confusing, but once you figure it out, you're pretty much golden. So yeah, I would recommend this, to be honest. I think $20, it feels nice, the plastic, like it feels solid. Well, as solid as a Transformers toy can feel, but, you know, I think it's pretty nice. I keep throwing his weapon around. I'm not meaning to do that. It's just kind of light. But yeah, I think it looks great. As far as alt modes go, I think this looks really good. You got the Autobot symbol there. This is that piece that I was talking about. And once you have that on there, honestly, out of the box, you don't actually need to take it off again. So I don't know why they just wouldn't include that. But it just stays on there. You don't actually need to take it off to transform him. So I was kind of wrong about the parts forming. So yeah, I guess if you wanted, you could take, it's already pegged in on the side here, so I don't want to disassemble it, but I guess if you wanted, you could take that off, but that's, I don't know why you would want to do that, but it honestly, probably the best alt mode out of any of the studio, or out of any of the Gamer Edition figures so far, in my opinion, that I own. Now, you do have some little holes in the side right there, but that's not a big deal. So yeah, overall, pretty cool figure. I would recommend this one. I would say this is a pretty cool figure. No real issues with it. Transformation, there was one stage of it that was a little bit confusing, but to be honest, that was probably my fault. I just wasn't paying as close attention as I should be. I can show you, actually. I'll show you real quick in the instructions what was confusing me for a second. Okay. So, here we go. It's steps 10 through 11. Which is, I don't know why I said third, but... Okay, so you gotta fold that down. It looks like it pegs in, but really that comes back. If you're doing it, you'll understand what I'm saying. But once you actually figure out what they're asking you to do, it's not too hard. So yeah, pretty good figure. I would recommend it. $19.99 USD. And yeah, pretty cool toy. Definitely a good one to add to the collection. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.